these feathers you speak of?
They're
in.
right there.
Okay,
Pretty much right here.
I'd like to do the reading on them.
You. Give me a will
What the
save.
fuck is this?
It's
The bathtub.
Looks like another portal. What the fuck?
That's what I said.
Why are there pillows?
Give me a will save, Mike. Immediately the smell of brimstone enters your nose. You see a hellish landscape where all kinds of monstrosities dwell. You're only there for a few moments until two gigantic eyes off in the distance, taking up the entire skyline, look at you, and you're forced out of the vision.
There's something powerful going on. This is just... I haven't experienced much with this. This is definitely of the demon realm.
Interesting. I'll pick up one of the feathers and cast Detect Evil on it.
It is evil.
This is a evil being. Very well then. Something
Man,
afoot.
what did you think about that, Brock, last night when it attacked you and bit you? Did you think that it was evil too? I
Yeah,
was
just
pretty
a bit.
sure of it. It was the skull and the wings thing that kind of gave it away for me.
Don't listen to them, Shield. They're jerks.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, we didn't try to talk.
I agree with Torbrand on this.
I'll ignore there. The shield does not need your approval.
I like that.
You do not have it anyway.
He doesn't need it. He has his teddy.
Alright then. Up or down?
Let us check the roof for now.
Up we go. One floor then, not to the roof if there's a floor above us. I guess there are 3 staircases within 5 feet of each other.
Stop moving.
Rich people.
Are we ever going to go back to that tower in another campaign?
I don't know. I suggested it last time, but it didn't sound like anyone was interested.
I want to make that my home again.
Right now, our current plan was we're going to kill that snake god, then take a boat up to Cerilius's hometown of Tarth, I think it was, and liberate the people there, try to get his kingdom back.
You
Cool.
see a bunch of maintenance stuff. Shield. A lot of different utensils and utilities and different things like that. There are a few daggers and weapons that are out of place, but they're mostly stored in like a bin on the side.
I will cast Detect Magic.
Elric.
There is a magical longsword.
We'll pull it out and mention, does anyone need a magical longsword?
Filch.
Perhaps depends on the sturdiness of the blade.
I will attempt to identify it further.
Spellcraft.
Filch.
Yes,
Would you care to come this way?
sure.
It appears moderately magical or a +2.
And it appears to have some quality to it.
Wait, which way?
This is a one-handed sword, correct?
A longsword, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I could use that. I've been using the weapon of my champion, this warhammer, for far too long. Perhaps it is time for a change.
Can you tell me about this piano?
I will hand him the sword that, is not ours, that the owner of this house, that belongs to him, but now suddenly he doesn't care as much.
I will. deduct its.
I don't say any of that. I just hand it to you.
Gold.
I will
Something fallen order, something stealing.
Oxide.
I'll inspect the piano.
Yeah, so you touch the piano and you see that it is a generational for the woman of the house to play piano and be as professional about it as possible, dating back to the very first generation. You see that many women were beaten and mistreated as if they neglected their lessons or if they didn't play satisfactory. You see, this has been moved to the stage in different places like that. Kind of few places all over the house. And you see you see a woman fall and die, her head on the piano as the final vision.
Can you tell how long ago that was?
I don't believe you can tell like exact times, but 50 years ago plus.
Okay. Let's go to a rough history of misogyny. A woman was killed on the piano.
This is Chad just pointing at the wall.
No, there's it points out to the courtyard. The windows are all closed.
Hmm. I'll try to open this window here, see if I can see anything outside.
I will just put you outside because I did bad dynamic lighting.
Is there anything interesting on this table?
No, there's some bits and bobs, a lot of small components and different things like that. But it's just got a layer of dust on it.
So
I'll still cast Detect Magic in these situations.
I mean, quite a few items are magical.
Nothing really stands out, or
I mean, a lot of the stuff is magical.
but it's like spell components.
Probably.
if what Ulrich told me, with my knowledge of the two statues, the hypothesis that this mansion is cursed by spirits of deceased women.
Perhaps. It also seems to change. It seems like it is fine during the day. It's only at night where these spirits are active. Perhaps we shall search again tonight and not take such a passive approach.
Well, provided that is the plan and our party is not sleeping, that sounds like a good idea.
We shall sleep early.
Very well. So shall we go up a floor, if there is any more floors?
There are no more floors up.
Very well then.
We slept on the third floor, right?
I don't remember.
I think we went. There was a second floor we just kind of skipped by.
Yep, we slept on the third floor. This is the fourth.
So we never really saw the second too much.
Just as we passed through it.
We should check that out then.
Very well.
Sounds good. Did you get that +2 longsword then,
I did,
Danny?
yes. I will have equipped it for all functional purposes. So if it's cursed, now's the time.
I did not notice any curses. Just that it was it seemed to be a quality blade. I'll mention to be careful what you read here. When magic's involved, you never can be too sure.
I love that my character is just an investigator. I love it. It's pretty cool.
See, that's why I like the occultist a lot.
That is such a cool ability, though.
It is! So many things you can do with the occultist.
What is this? Like a chest?
Yeah, there's a chest. There's rope. There's some kind of herb. Um, a sword rack and a pot, like a rat trap.
Once again, I'll cast Detect Magic.
Nothing magical in this room.
Appears to be of ordinary quality in here.
A storage cell then.
I'll cast Open on the chest.
It is locked.
Okay, I'll leave it be.
I'll search one of these barrels here, see what's inside.
This appears to be grain,
Food storage.
and the other one is salted meat.
What's in this room?
This is an alchemy lab of some sort. It's got live snakes kept in a cage. It looks like they may be underfed or malnourished, but fairly well kept other than that.
Do I notice any potions?
Yeah, you would notice several potions.
And I will attempt to identify what they are.
Go ahead and roll me 2 spellcraft checks.
Just a question about this world. Is it uncommon for people to have alchemy labs?
I mean, it would be fairly uncommon, but I mean, with this much, it wouldn't be illegal or anything like that. I mean, you're in an extravagant mansion right now. So whatever you find is kind of your mileage may vary.
What do I know about these potions?
The ones that you identified are potions of reduced person.
How many did I find?
2.
2? I'll take them.
Do you leave the 2 unidentified potions?
I take them as well. So I now have 3 potions of an indeterminate liquid and 2 potions of reduced person.
I can look at them for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll hand him one, see if he can make sense of it.
Do you want to jump out the window, Spoot?
Not particularly.
Get out that window, Spoot.
Sure, Spoot.
Huh?
A little call of the void, if you were to say.
I shall
Or-
investigate one of the potions that he hands me.
Which one do you hand him? The one you found previously that's solo, or the 2 that you just found currently?
I'll hand him one of the 2 I just found.
You see that this is a stone skin potion.
I'll hand him the other 2 as well now.
One is also the stone skin potion, while the other one is a potion of healing. It's lesser, greater.
What is that?
It's 3d8.
Okay, that's pretty nice. I'll hand a potion of stone skin to Brock and one to the shield.
Thanks.
Basically, when you drink it, I'm not sure how long it lasts. The spell Stone Skin is 10 minutes a level. I don't know how long the potion would last. But it grants a damage reduction 10 broken by adamantine, but you gain resistance to blows, cuts, stabs, and slashes. So a damage reduction of 10 on any of that kind of damage.
Ha! Most useful tool. Thank you, sir.
You seem pretty dense already, but it couldn't help or hurt anything.
Right then, so is it time for breakfast then?
I don't think we checked the other side of this place.
What the? It's a beast.
So, as you walk in, you see some sort of menagerie. There are things kept in tanks. There's several stuffed animals, and you notice several statues on the back end.
I'll walk up to the nearest tank and examine what's inside it.
It appears to be some kind of spiny, scorpion-like creature.
Ah,
I'll cast Detect the Magic again.
The containers that these things are in are magical.
I'll mention that to everyone.
best not break them then.
The statues that are not covered are rather disturbing. One of them looks like this.
I have that in my bathroom.
How do you even find a picture of a statue like that?
One of them looks like this. And one of them looks like this.
How
Are these
realistic
statues or were these once people? That's the question.
was what I was getting at.
Beginning to think that man actually made himself cursed now. And does not simply keep statues like this.
Casting Detect the Magic over here.
Nothing. The statues are not magical.
What about to the right here?
Which one?
The table thing.
Oh, there are a few magical things. A wizard's notebook.
I'll put that in my
no,
backpack.
no. Won't read it.
Slit your wrist. I'd like. Oh god. I'd like to inspect the statue of the chicken cut in half or whatever.
Yes. What do you want to know about it?
Just like what the what's the history of it?
So, just in case people turn, because like you can't identify people, right, with object reading.
I don't think I don't think people know.
Okay. You would see that you are waking up from the sculptor's table, and after many, many, many years, you have been just stationary right here. You would know that this is the new, or this is the second in the newest. About 20 years after this statue was added, the statue of the skeletal monk was added.
Okay, I will relay the information.
Anyone else feel like skipping breakfast?
No, I want that bacon. A good meal is important. You must keep your strength up for the day.
It is
You
unwise.
especially look like you need something.
You hear Johann Sebastian from below say, "Oh my!"
We will hurry towards that.
Group up. Start moving. As you approach, you hear Sebastian say to Byron, "What does this mean? Normally we have seen nothing for 80 years."
Are there supposed to be two?
Imposters!
Wait, what?
I will cast Burning Ray on the image of myself.
I'll have a short conversation with myself.
Damn it. Ah,
Only two ways. Cast Gravity Blast. My other self. Actually, we probably would both counter blast each other.
wait, I deleted your tech and your.
Dear God,
It's real.
I've learned teleportation. And I'm stuck outside the wall.
Wait, where are you?
Why is Torbad running away?
Well, don't worry about it. There's two of me now. I'm unstoppable.
This is how God wanted it.
Spirit, where are you?
Do not split the party.
I'm on the very right side.
He's
Towards
very
the top.
stealthy.
Fuck.
I'm back.
Yeah. So what do you guys? So you guys approach, and they are both staring at a statue.
What is wrong?
Statue looks like this.
Of course it does.
Oh, nice.
Was the statue there yesterday?
Yes. And it looked normal. Normal enough to blend into the background.
So it wasn't covered in blood then.
Yes.
Oh, I actually looked at this thing yesterday.
How is the blood just coming out of it? Or does it look like it's been damaged?
No, it's just coming out of it. Stigmata of sorts.
I will detect evil on it.
I would say it does not have an aura.
Most curious. Seems almost mechanical in nature.
Let me do what I do best. I like to inspect it.
I can't wait until you go insane by something you see.
Yeah, or I go insane from something you see. So it is the history of the statue. What are you looking for directly? Because this statue is probably the oldest of everything. You've got like 800 years of history to go through.
So, the blood, is it coming out of the statue, or is it on the statue?
It is coming out of the statue.
Okay. I would like to look at what changed from last night.
So you start like a day ago, right?
Yeah.
As you enter the object, this is the only warm feeling thing that you get that isn't battered by like what you call it, like an almost an unnatural presence. And then last night, this just flash of darkness comes into the statue, and this is just its new life now. That's all I can really give to you. But there's no, like, you get a small vision of the surrounding area, and nothing changes with it. It's just the statue.
Okay. I will relay the information.
Interesting.
Flash of darkness.
So I'll turn to our host and ask, what is the meaning of this?
I do not know. I I've I've heard these reports of things, and I have seen people skewered and sundered, but I have never seen anything for myself. As it happened, I have never seen anything for myself. You must deal with this problem now.
Very well then. It seems like we investigated your home and did not find anything especially unusual, but at night there were many disturbances.
There is one room we didn't check.
Did you used to hire a sculptor?
Is this heart glowing?
Which one?
The heart that the twin sisters are holding.
Maybe.
I'll go up and inspect it.
Yes.
Was this heart glowing yesterday? I don't.
I believe so.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I know that there were lights inside here before. I don't recall specifically, though.
I'll go up to the Baron. I'll be like, I've noticed you have a lot of statues. There's a lot of this manor that deals with females, including the piano where one was murdered. Any significance to this?
How did you possibly know about that?
Well, I'm not skilled in many things, but I'm definitely skilled in learning.
Could you see who it was?
No, I have not.
That was my wife. Back when I first inherited the estate. 48 years ago, she was killed. Someone hit her over the head with some kind of dull bladed weapon. If it was a shovel or either way, the fact that you know about that is miserable. I was to break the line of subservient women, and the misogyny. I was supposed to help this, but she died for no reason.
Who owned the manor before you?
My father.
And your mother? What happened to her?
I don't remember. She died when I was but a wee lad.
I'm gonna go eat bacon now.
Nothing beats misogyny like bacon.
It's the feel-good food.
I'll join him.
The bacon is delicious.
I'll have bacon as well.
Right, and I'll walk outside for a minute, and then come back in, and you'll see me that I've taken off my helm, and you'll see that I have a vaguely humanoid face, human face with with dark black hair.
So are you actually human, Danny?
No.
Oh.
Oh my.
What are you?
I don't think we've ever seen him take his helmet off
No.
before. have we? In the weeks we've been traveling,
Has he not eaten for weeks?
I have the only thing you see abnormal about me is I have a small metal pin holding up my pitch black hair.
why have you removed your helmet?
To eat, fool.
Why have you not removed it before?
I most certainly have, just not in your presence.
We've been traveling together for weeks now.
And I eat alone.
What makes today different?
I need to eat with you, for this man is here, and I am hungry.
All right. It's the power of bacon.
Well, you don't look weird at all, I'll lie.
Mm.
Can we tell what race he is?
He's human.
Is that where your teddy bear's been hiding too, in your helmet?
Seriously though, what is the meaning of that? I have no idea how that thing got into my room twice. It is perhaps the oddest thing I have seen so far here. Did you?
Maybe Damien, or maybe Elric should,
Who
maybe
is
Elric
this?
should inspect this thing.
Well, I threw it at you, so.
And I had moved it into one of those rooms with prestidigitation.
Indeed. My lord, did you used to have a child here? Or perhaps many children. There was a child's toy found in my bed multiple times throughout the night.
As well as children's laughter all through the night.
No, I have not had any children. A long time ago, before my father's generation even, they used to kill the daughters, for only sons could inherit.
That would explain it then.
Well, that is cruel.
Would explain a lot of things.
No, not all of them were killed. Only the ones that were not strong at birth. The others were given to the townspeople to raise.
Were they killed in the mansion?
No, I believe that they were killed at the graveyard out back.
Should probably inspect this graveyard.
Probably.
Also, it's probably best, my lord, if we inspect your room as well. It's best to not leave any stone unturned.
There's also a locked door on that floor as well.
Very well, I will find the keys. It's been far, far too long before it had a spring cleaning anyway. I believe it was just a spare room we had no use for.
Best that we leave nothing unturned. And I finish all the bacon.
Sebastian brings another thing of bacon.
I put it in my bag.
I'll grab some bacon and walk. I'll ask someone to come with me, but I'll go to grab the teddy bear.
I've teleported again.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm back outside. What is this cruel fate?
Dude, stop teleporting.
Guys, there's something weird happening.
This is secretly part of Mike's plan.
I wish. That's actually pretty creepy, to be honest, because I'm not doing anything.
All right, let's check those 2 rooms.
Very well.
Also, your paintings looked at me. Is that normal?
I have heard many stories in this house, but I've never heard paintings looking upon people.
The room with paintings and 2 statues? Or armor, I think it was.
I'll come back in, and
Yeah.
my helm is back on.
Do you dabble in alchemy?
No.
As I go ahead.
I tend to the snakes, but other than that, I have not. They were used for poison once upon a time, but now they're my pets.
As I walk past the shield, I'll tap him on the chest and be like, "Also, this guy stole your sword," and I'll walk away.
I have not stolen anything. I have simply picked it up. It seems like it is magical, and we were investigating it. I intend to use it during our investigations, but if you request otherwise, I shall put it back.
Have you inspected these statues?
I inspected the top one.
This is why people in your group always want to kill you, Mikey.
Why? Because I'm
Like, you
fun.
always do stuff like this. Like the guild where you got caught, you immediately tell them that we're spying on them through skulls and stuff.
Also, Garrett, I think you're confusing the whole group with you.
I have no problem telling the man that I stole his sword. Stole is a strong word, but
He seems okay with it.
alright. So is this the door we were trying to open? Why did I come down this hallway?
Looking for grabbing the teddy bear.
Ah, the teddy bear. Is it still here?
And then we want to check his room and the locked door.
No. Teddy bear does not appear to be here.
Well, it's gone.
Well, if it wasn't this house, I would say that's weird, but it is this house.
Maybe it gives credence to the fact that it somehow warped through my door in the middle of the night.
Sure, warped through your door. Everyone believes that.
What was that? I saw something. Oh, okay.
It's a bathtub.
So inside his room, it's pretty simple. There is a large dresser, like a small thing of books, like a small library of books. Yeah, like a desk and some, normal amenities for lavish living.
Shall check under the bed and then turn around and leave.
He says, I do wonder about these eyes. Do you mean this room up here?
Yes, the
Right in here, yes.
should get bigger.
I kill him.
He takes a look around, and you notice that all of the eyes are reset.
I'll cast detect magic.
Nothing happens.
What about the ones whose eyes I clawed out?
They are completely fine. It does not look like you ever touched them.
Say, how odd.
I'll go to the. Is there a painting here in the front of the room?
Yes.
I'll inspect that one as well and check behind it. See if there's anything there.
Nope.
And so detect magic went off this time, though?
Yeah, and you would see that like most of this house, the floor and walls and paintings and armor and pretty much everything is magical. Or has a faint, more so has a faint magical glow.
Well, it was earlier in the morning when we came here last time.
Yes, but it's not one of us that was seeing it. The group of us in here noticed this.
This is true, but perhaps there is a concealment or such around this man that he could live here for so long without noticing it. Maybe you should leave and we can try again.
All right, have him leave.
Is the Baron with us?
Yes.
I'd like to look at him and be like, are you familiar with magic at all?
No.
As I noticed when we walked into your house, your beautiful manor here, your entryway was just absolutely covered with negative energy. You know nothing about that.
No. It seems fairly odd.
So
Maybe
faint magical aura to almost everything in this house.
That is quite odd.
I'll cast detect magic once he leaves.
All the eyes snap to you.
I go claw all of them out.
Intriguing. Perhaps we could use you as a ward. Well, my lord, it seems that the eyes do not move in your presence, but they do in fact move once you had left the room.
What are you talking about? He enters the room and all of the paintings are mended and looking normally.
I go up and try to claw out one of the eyes now.
They were. What? No, that was my great grandfather's daughter, Elise.
That is the third time he has clawed it, my lord. It has healed both times.
I still no.
What
Please don't.
happened to her?
She died on horseback, if I remember.
Why is it all these women have died in this home?
It was not in the home, of course. It was out. She was out riding.
Why always women?
What killed her?
I believe that one of the peasant folk, ran in front of her, and the horse kicked her in the head. It crushed her skull.
Anybody else see a connection between crushed skull and the thing without a face? Throwing that out there.
That's a good point, but what about the winged thing?
She cried, right? Why would she cry? Maybe the piano girl? Maybe someone else we haven't discovered yet.
Mhm.
Didn't the bleeding statue have wings?
Mhm.
Oh, indeed. Maybe when we killed that creature, it caused that statue to convert.
Maybe we should just start destroying the statues.
Maybe the statues are coming to life in the middle of the night.
Okay, let's go destroy all of these statues. Now that you said that, I am completely for destroying them.
Well, I will say that you did destroy those paintings and it did not keep.
Then we destroy the one that mends them.
Then we don't get paid, I imagine.
Why? The money's still there.
Elric, you have something to
Have we
input to?
No. I just figured something out, but my character doesn't know it. So
Very well then. My lord, is he still here?
Yes.
We are going to destroy all your statues.
Wouldn't go that far.
Well,
So-
let's destroy one, and we will test it. Well, I don't know how we would test it. That doesn't seem viable.
Last night we were attacked by a winged creature.
Much like the winged statue you have in your foyer.
We destroyed it last night, and this morning it was bleeding.
We believe this is your best way to cleanse the place.
Then fine. Please do it.
Very
I'm going to go lay down. This is too much for my bones.
So,
Why do you have these statues?
They're historical artifacts created for generations.
but the statues were not intrinsically magical. You think if
And
we-
why such fucked up statues?
I don't know.
What is historical about the guy being cleaved in half with a sword?
It's autistic. You peasants wouldn't understand.
How dare you, sir?
Who made
You
these
know
statues?
nothing of my heritage.
We are the kings of Oh, no, sorry.
All right.
The blood of dragons runs in my veins.
Yes, dragons, lizards, all the same. Let's go find those statues again.
Torbrand will remember this.
What floor are you going to?
What was the one with those 3 statues at the second floor?
Yeah, the second.
At least the bleeding one.
The bleeding one's on the first floor.
Yeah. Are we destroying all of them?
Well,
I want to start with the one that was getting cut in half.
yeah, this one. So the question is, what do we destroy? Like, just all of them?
Yeah, that one.
I think that's over here, right?
Have we noticed any damage done to one of them? Because I tagged one of them last night, but we did not kill it. It was, in fact, that faceless one.
There hasn't been a faceless one.
Well, like the cleaved-looking face one.
Well, that was
That is not a statue. That's a girl.
The story. Just about that particular painting he asked. But
It's all coming together.
very well then. Shall we destroy these 3 statues?
There's 5 there, aren't there?
There are 5. The other 2 are not gruesome in any way.
What are the other 2?
The other 2, I think I should have a picture somewhere. One is atop the. They're both the same statue, and they're both of a cherub looking down upon you from. They're not like full-size statues. They simply look like this.
Like the children screaming.
Okay, that's actually pretty creepy still. Statues are just creepy in general.
Okay, let's try destroying one.
Alright, I'll pull up my Warhammer. Not using my fancy sword for this, and I will smash this one that's slit in half down the middle.
Okay.
Whichever one that is.
It cracks and falls to the floor.
I will pick up one of the pieces and inspect it. Just looks
It's
like
stone,
stone.
marble.
It seems like ordinary stone.
Maybe we smash the one that's bleeding.
Maybe.
I think we should definitely do that.
Agreed. And we'll go downstairs and smash that one, and then if we don't find anything, we will go to the graveyard in the back, probably. Seems to be our next step in this journey.
Yeah.
Where that woman
Okay.
was
Yeah, everyone gather on the stairs, please.
kind of aura does this heart give off when I cast Detect Magic?
None.
Alright, I'm just gonna, like, detect evil and just do, like, a general zone in front of me.
I mean, everything is very, very, very slightly evil, but nothing is like
Mm,
even pings. You just get the vibe of evil.
mm. I'm gonna try to remember how evil it is, then I'll check again later tonight. See if it gets stronger. Alright, so, do we want to smash this one as well? Are we in agreement?
Yep.
I'll pull out my Warhammer again and smash it kind of away from us.
Okay, it splatters against the wall.
What about the wings specifically, where they were bleeding?
They fragment. And
Does the blood stop flowing?
yes.
Interesting.
So I think the main thing to do now is go inspect the graveyard, and then get an early start to the night.
Or we could just claim that the evil problem is solved and we will be on our way with our 1,000,000 gold.
We do already have our money.
Alright, but no. Let us inspect this graveyard of yours and ensure we did not miss anything.
Plus, we don't have our money. He just showed it to us, so we know he has money.
Group up on the stairs.
Of course, we haven't seen any guards, just Sebastian and some old man.
Have we seen the coffers anywhere?
There's still that locked room upstairs we didn't get to see.
Ah, okay.
And we've got about 8 minutes.
So, what are you guys looking for here?
Inscriptions on the stone, maybe about how things died.
I'll just look around, see if I see anything that looks out of the ordinary. If it's just a graveyard.
Make sure these trees aren't evil.
Good point. I'll cast detect evil towards them.
They do not appear evil.
And I will cast Detect Magic.
You notice that one of the corpses is buried with what appears to be a very strong magical belt.
Hmm. Which one specifically?
This one right here. He also has the largest of the tombstones.
All right, I'll go up to the tombstones and start reading them. If there's anything of note.
The first one is Lord Fenris. He served as one of our finest military campaign, and as a little homage to his military accomplishments, died in battle.
Is that the large one?
Yeah, that's for this one right here.
Oh, okay. And then I'll just keep moving on.
Let me know when you inspect one.
I'll inspect this one right here.
Lord Tobias. He was a cowardly leader, but a fine financer. Mm, Uh, he died in his bed at the right old age of 102.
This man lived for quite some time.
I'll inspect this one.
It says, "Long live his reign, Lord Fabian." It said he lived to the age of 185 and was a renowned alchemist.
Curious.
Found the alchemist.
These men seem to live to curious old ages. And I'll inspect her.
And so far, only men have been buried here.
Indeed.
Mm,
I'll inspect this one.
That is Frederick the Insatiable. He died of a heart attack at the age of 87.
Are there any noticeable signs of like a mass grave?
No.
they're all turned into statues.
Where are the children?
Alright, I'll
Which,
inspect this one. The big one.
it has like this huge wall of text. It says, "To the first of his kind, Master Lord, what is his name? Master, I'm sorry, I'm having a total brain fart. This is important.
What an odd thing to put on a tombstone.
Yes, what is these brain farts that they speak of?
I can tell you that there is a powerful magical item buried here.
This man must have been very important.
Master Radactivacard.
That is a very hard name to say, so don't blame you.
You could get away with Ravdak or Ravdrak.
Do we know anything about this man?
Knowledge, nobility, and a knowledge history, both over 20. But required to know any outside information about this.
Do you want me to do it?
Anyone can roll them if they have both trained.
They're both trained.
Knowledge, nobility, and what?
Knowledge, history.
Here's my nobility and history.
Okay.
Well then,
Okay. His actual name was Alucard.
great.
He was known for his brutality. He had an immense number of servants and was a military campaigner amongst all others. He would completely rival even nations' armies. And it wasn't the numbers, it was the strength of fight. He was also a master in all crafts and arts. And he lived to be over 300.
God damn it.
So these men must have been doing something to keep them alive for that long.
There are alchemical substances that will, extend one's life.
We should dig up this grave right here.
What? Why would we do such a thing?
We'll make sure the body's there.
No, you should respect the sanctity of a grave.
We should. Plus, God knows what unfathomable evil you would unleash by digging up such a man?
I don't know. You could like detect evil or something.
I do detect evil. I'll detect evil at the ground. Where he's
Um,
buried.
there is a strong aura emanating from the top.
From the top? What do you mean?
Like you look straight down, and under your feet is a strong emanation. Actually, this whole graveyard has at least a faint or a more moderate aura of evil.
Ah, so yes, there is a strong evil presence directly below me. I shall move elsewhere. And I'm gonna go in and what is this? Like an umbrella or a tube?
This is another grave.
I'll inspect that one.
This is the only female that was here. Elaine. The most beloved woman in the world.
Elaine,
That's all it says.
is that what he said his wife's name was, or something like that? I don't remember. Damn.
I'm not sure if he did say your name.
Yes,
I believe he did.
I think he-
it was Elaine.
So this is his wife. Alright, well, presumably. Alright, then I'll go over and check this final one.
When did this evil start again?
Don't you haven't asked?
Oh, I thought we had. Well then, I will give a theory out before I leave for work that perhaps all of these evil men are upset that a woman was buried among them and have, started something because of it.
That's true.
I'm sadly concerned about the stone skin potions.
Why? They're just potions. If anything, you'll live to be 300 drinking one of these things.
At what cost?
Alright, I gotta head out though.
Okay, so do we want to continue without him or take about a 45-minute break?
It'd be about 30 minutes or less.
Okay, so do we want to continue without him or resume at 10?
I mean, I
You
want
guys
I
can
wanna-
continue on, is fine by me too.
I think we should
Probably-
continue.
take like a 10-minute break or something. Could use a drink.
Okay, so I'll read off this last. I definitely want some kind of break because I'm thirsty. So the last one is Richard the Subtle. It doesn't have any title or anything. It says Richard the Subtle, and he lived to be about 115.
So, ask when this evil started. And maybe it has something to do with his wife. And other than that, I am just going. My prepared action is to follow around the shield and put a scorching ray in anything that tries to kill us.
Sounds good.
What happens in the contingency that the shield tries to kill you?
Oh no, scorching ray. I mean, I'm fairly confident in my ability to cast it and kill most people here, so
Okay.
He does seem like he can do substantially more damage than I can.
well, my scorching ray is optimized. I cast it as a 7th level spell, so I get 2 rays out of it. So, and if the rest of the party tries to turn on me, Mike, burning hands. All right. Okay, I'll be back.
Only one contingency plan for evil, 2 contingency plans for the party trying to kill him. Got it.
Okay.
Hey, and 1 fallback plan. Plan A.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll take a 15-minute break here
Okay.
because I'm thirsty, hungry. I want to do that real fast. We'll resume at like 9:45ish.
Alright, sounds good to me.
I'll
Cool,
probably
cool.
be back pretty close to then.
Alright. Peace.
See ya.